Good afternoon. I'm Sean Yao, and this is One News Now. A fire broke out at the newly restored Manila Metropolitan Theater earlier this morning. The fire started around 9 a.m. and reached the second alarm before being put out less than an hour later. There are no reported casualties from the incident. In a statement, the Metropolitan Theater said that the fire started in a room on the first floor, which is still under renovation. Jeepney drivers who opt not to go on trips due to high oil prices may be penalized, according to the LTFRB. Mon Gualvez tells us why.
Amid the incessant oil price hikes, some jeepney drivers reportedly stopped going on trips altogether. One of them is Jerry.
Grahe din ako kapag medyo matumal kasi talo tayo sa diesel eh. Sobrang mahal, isang ikot 500 tap kung Quezon City. Walang mangyayari, papagod lang, maabuno ka pa sa diesel.
However, based on LTFRB Memorandum Circular number 2004-34, not going on trips constitutes abandonment of service, where the penalty is cancellation of their certificate of public convenience and franchise.
If all things are normal po, ang ganyan po na ayaw po na pumasada, may kaakibat po yan na penalty po supposedly. Pwede nga din po yan na mag-constitute as abandonment of route.
But because of the situation now, where a liter of fuel products is now almost 100 pesos, LTFRB will be giving considerations.
For humanitarian consideration, naiintindihan din po talaga ng LTFRB yung ibang mga walang kakayanan na po talaga, lalo na yung mga individual po na operators no, na nahihirapan na po talagang mamasada. Naiintindihan po namin yung sitwasyon nyo ngayon, pero at least man lang during the peak hours po, sana magtulungan po tayo.
The agency adds they're also doing everything to expedite the release of the second tranche of the fuel subsidy for drivers. They are expecting to be able to distribute this in the first week of July.
Meron kasing 5 billion na unprogrammed funds ngayon, sir. So, mag-a-apply po ang LTFRB through sa DOTR ng 5 billion po. At kung papala rin ay makukuha natin yung kabuuang 5 billion. Kung hindi po, yung 2.5 billion po yung magiging makukuha po natin. So, it will be either 6.5 or madodoble po.
But for now, drivers are pushing for a fare hike as they can no longer work with just the 1 peso provisional minimum fare increase. LTFRB promised that before the current term ends, they'll issue a decision on the fare increase petition filed in their office. The hearing is set on June 28. For News 5, Mon Gualvez, we are One News.
The camp of President-elect Bongbong Marcos has announced additional members to his cabinet. Incoming Press Secretary Trixie Cruz Angeles said former Senator Juan Ponce Enrile will serve as Presidential Legal Counsel. Meanwhile, outgoing Justice Secretary Menardo Guevara has been tapped as the next Solicitor General. Meanwhile, retired General Jose Faustino Jr. was also designated as officer in charge of the Defense Department under the incoming Marcos administration. One News Now will be back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The NBA title returns to the Bay Area as the Golden State Warriors close out the Boston Celtics in Game 6 of the Finals, 103-90. This is the Warriors' fourth title in 8 years and the seventh overall in franchise history. Steph Curry delivered in the series-clinching game with 34 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. He also finally brought home his first Finals MVP. Andrew Wiggins posted another solid game with 18 points, while Jordan Poole added another 15. And the De La Salle Lady Spikers claimed the last finals berth in the UAAP Season 84 Women's Volleyball Tournament after sweeping arch-rival Ateneo. Marty Bautista with the details.
The De La Salle University Lady Spikers are back in the UAAP Finals after beating arch-rival Ateneo de Manila University in the semifinals of the Women's Volleyball Tournament, 25-19, 25-20, and 25-23. They will now face the unbeaten National University in the finals. This will be the Lady Spikers' first finals appearance since Season 80, when they completed a three-peat. Ateneo had one last run to keep the third set interesting, but La Salle was able to weather the rally. Lea Malalulan chalked in 16 points for the Lady Spikers, while Faith Nesperos finished with 19 for the Blue Eagles. It was a happy day for the Taft-based team.
Masaya po, but at the same time, kailangan din namin mag-prepare kasi hindi naman basta-basta nakukuha yung panalo, pinaghihirapan talaga to.
For Ateneo, while the result was obviously disappointing, the team is still proud of its late season run to clinch a spot at the stepladder. The Lady Eagles opened the season 0-3 and ended the first round with a losing record. But it was a different story in the second round as the team won 5 of 7 matches, losing only to NU and La Salle.
Of course, you wanted more. You wanted, syempre, coming into season, in this season, especially after 2 years na walang volleyball, parang gigil na kami lahat. Siguro greatest takeaway talaga namin is the importance of being together despite lahat ng doubts sa amin, sa team namin, lahat ng mga narinig namin na masasakit, masama, pero hindi kami bumigay.
It will be a tough match for the DLSU after the Lady Bulldogs swept the team during the eliminations. Game 1 of the best of 3 UAAP finals will be on Saturday, June 18, 5 p.m. at the Mall of Asia Arena. For News 5, Marty Bautista. We are One News.
Rolling ball works.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The Bangsamoro Wage Board has approved a minimum wage hike across the region. Workers in both agricultural and non-agricultural sectors will be getting a 16 peso increase in their daily pay. This bumps up their daily wage rate to as much as 341 pesos. Jose Antonio San Vicente, the driver who ran over a security guard in Mandaluyong, was again a no-show in today's preliminary investigation. His lawyer was present in the legal proceedings and clarified that the suspect's camp did not make a settlement offer to the victim. And authorities are now preparing the stage for the oath-taking of Vice President-elect Sara Duterte. Bolton Street and San Pedro Street in Davao City have now been closed off ahead of the event on Sunday. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.